Namaste and hello. Welcome to The Light Within. It's been a while. I've been away for some time, and to be honest, it hasn't been an easy year for me. There were so many moments where I felt that I was gaining momentum only to lose it again. Life, as it often does, threw some unexpected challenges my way, and maybe you've been in the same boat too. If this year has felt heavy, unpredictable, or lonely, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I'm right there with you. Today's episode is a tribute to someone I owe my life to, my father. Everything I share today comes from what I have learned by watching him live, love, and persevere. My hero, my father, passed away a month ago, and there's no easy way to talk about something like this, but I feel that sharing his story is a way of keeping his spirit alive. When we talk about strength, we often imagine soldiers at the border or people facing enormous tragedies. But some heroes, they live quietly among us. A lot of us can picture our parents, and it's the same for me. These heroes, they don't shout about their pain, they don't announce their sacrifices, but every single day they show up. They carry their burdens silently and still give love, care, and everything they have for others. My father was one of them. After my mother passed away when I was 7 years old, he raised the three of us alone. Now, think of this. This was 35 years ago in a remote village of India. No modern conveniences, no support system, nothing close to what we have today. And still he stood there alone, cooking for us, working tirelessly, and making sure that we get proper education. He didn't just raise us, he molded us with kindness, with discipline, and integrity. He gave up his life, his entire life, so that we could have a better one. And today, I just want to say, Papa, I love you. You are now resting in the love of the Almighty, and you deserve every bit of that peace. And I promise I'm going to honor every sacrifice you made by living this life with purpose. So, in today's episode, I want to share some of the most profound lessons I have learned from my father, not just through his words, but through the way he lived his life. Lesson number 1. Your life is your own, and your choices shape everything. This one hit me hard when I was younger. You see, we grew up expecting someone to tell us what to do next. Parents, teachers, bosses, even friends. We look outside ourselves hoping someone will hand us a plan, a formula, a guarantee. But my father, he never gave me a blueprint. Instead, he showed me through his own life, you figure it out as you go. And here's the truth that no one tells you. If you take path A, someone will say you're wrong. If you take path B, someone else will say that's wrong too. There will always be people with strong opinions about your life. In fact, what I've learned is this: people don't even spare the ones who are no longer here. I saw it after my father passed. Even then, people had things to say, judgments to pass. So if the world won't leave the departed alone, people who can't even defend themselves, what are we doing constantly trying to please the same crowd by going against our own hearts? My father took a road most people wouldn't dare to walk. He didn't follow the safe or the approved path. He fulfilled his life purpose the hard way, and in doing so, I believe he worked through most of his karmic burden. But most of us, we choose what looks right to others. We silence the quiet voice inside us just to earn validation. And In today's world, it's so easy to feel like you're falling behind. Your friend buys a house, your colleague gets promoted, someone starts a business, another is traveling the world, and suddenly you're asking yourself, am I doing enough? Am I behind? But the truth is, you're not behind. You're just on a different path. And the only person who can truly know what's right for you is you. That's what my father showed me, not by preaching, but by living it. He made difficult choices. He took the lonely road, and in the end, he lived a life that was true to himself. So if you are at a crossroads right now, wondering what to do next, pause. Just pause. Listen to your inner voice, not the noise outside, not the expectations of others, because your life is your own and you owe it to yourself to live it with honesty, courage, and heart. And that's what I've learned from my father, and that's what I hope you carry with yourself too. Lesson number 2. Never run away from your duties, even when they feel impossible. There were days when I saw my father literally on his knees, not knowing if things will ever become better. There were financial burdens, uncertainties at work, no one to help him at home, and challenges that come with raising 3 children alone. He would still wake up early the next day and do it all again. He never once said, "This is too much for me." He had every right to, but he didn't. Today, even with all the conveniences technology brings, our duties remain the same. Parenting, supporting aging parents, running a business, or just showing up to a job that doesn't inspire you. There will always be days when you want to quit, and we have all been there. Each one of us has gone through something so personal and difficult that we've thought, I can't take it anymore. But here's the thing, when you keep showing up for your responsibilities, even on the days you don't feel like it, you build a quiet kind of strength. No one may notice it, you might not even feel it at first, but later, when the dust settles, you'll sense something deeper than pride. You'll feel peace because you stayed. You showed up, you didn't run. That's to me is one of the biggest lessons from my father's life. If you're in that phase where you think you're carrying too much, know this. The weight may be heavy, but it's shaping you into something stronger than you can imagine. Lesson number 3. Don't wait for people to show up. They may not. This one is tough, especially when you've always been the one who's shown up for others. We expect that when we are down, someone will check in, that people who we've supported will return the favor, that friends will call, family will notice, someone will step up or step in. But here's the truth I've learned again and again. People are carrying their own loads. They are busy, distracted, sometimes unaware, and sometimes they will disappoint you, sometimes they will just disappear. But it doesn't mean that you harden your heart. It means that you adjust your expectations. You stop waiting for someone to save you. Sometimes people take credit for things they never did. I saw it happen with my dad. After he passed, a few people began making tall claims about how they supported him, how they helped him crack certain examinations and whatnot. But the truth? None of it was real. The man isn't here anymore to confirm or deny those stories, and yet some people chose to portray themselves as heroes, taking credit for things they never were part of. It made me so angry at first. I couldn't believe the audacity. But eventually, when emotions calmed and clarity came in, I realized that I have to let it go. Holding on only tied me to their falsehoods, and that's not where I want to stay. My father taught me that you turn inward, gather your own strength, and walk forward even when you're alone. And when you do need help, reach out to only those who really matter. Not the world, not everyone, just your real circle, however small. And when even they fall short, know that it's okay. They have their own battles too. Lesson number 4. everything eventually returns to love. In the last few weeks of his life, my father started sending me messages, things he hadn't said in decades, simple words of appreciation, memories, blessings. It was as if something had shifted, a softness had arrived, a lightness, and I believe he had made peace with life. He had found the love beneath all the years of struggle, grief, and loneliness. His passing was sudden, but that love lingered, and it still does. If there's one thing I've learned from this is that no matter how angry you are, how wronged you feel, how complicated things have become, love is always the way out. You can try to win the argument, prove your point, punish the other person, but none of it heals. Only love heals. Love for yourself, love for the other, even if it is from a distance. Love for the moment, exactly how it is. That doesn't mean that you have to forget everything. It means that you start letting go, bit by bit. So your heart doesn't become a locked room, but a window that opens. So that's all that I wanted to share with you today. This episode is my tribute to my hero, a man who never gave up, to a father who lived with dignity and passed with grace, to a life that taught me more than any book ever could. And if you're here listening, walking your own path, I hope some of this sits gently in your heart. May your soul be illuminated with the light within. I will see you in the next episode of The Light Within.